today's video guys, I will show you some settings that can help you to boost your FPS and fix your lag and stutters in CS2. After these settings you will get smooth gaming experience. Before going into video guys, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Let's dive into video. So guys, open your CS2 video settings. Firstly, no matter what, you want to make sure you're playing in full screen mode. When it comes to playing in 4x3 or 4x3 stretched, 16:9, or 16:10, it's realistically just personal preference. Depending on your system, some people can get better FPS at lower resolutions. However, playing in a lower resolution and stretching it can put more stress on your build. It depends on the individual. Try different resolutions and see what works best for you. Personally, on my build, it doesn't make much of a difference, but I normally play 4x3 stretch. Now go to advanced video settings. These settings are very similar to my previous video. For boost player contrast, I've been testing it out, and it makes minimal difference whether you have it enabled or not. Test both options. If disabling it gives you extra FPS, go for that. V-Sync disabled, NVIDIA G-Sync disabled. If you have a mid to low end GPU, I recommend enabling NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency. This technology reduces system latency. For higher end GPUs, enable plus boost. Maximum FPS in-game. I prefer setting this to 0 for unlimited FPS and the lowest latency. Max FPS in menus. Set this to match your monitor's refresh rate. Mine is set to 239. Multi-sampling anti-aliasing MSA, set to 2x so you can see through railings. Global shadow quality, set to low. Dynamic shadows set to all. Model and texture detail, medium. Texture filtering mode, anisotropic 16x. Based on my tests, 16x gave the best FPS. However, test it for your build to confirm. Shader detail, low. Particle detail, low. Ambient occlusion, medium, important for seeing around corners. High dynamic range HDR, set to quality. On darker patches, performance can look grainy and cause eye strain. For those playing in 4K or upscaling from a lower resolution, you can enable super resolution. Otherwise, leave it disabled, especially if you're playing 4:3 stretched or at lower resolutions. Most players will have this disabled. Now guys, it's time to do some important Windows settings. So let's go ahead and start off by going into our settings. Just hit on here and hit settings. Get into the settings app. From there, you want to hit system, and you'll get sent to this screen. You'll see all this to the left, and this is what you need to look for. Go down to your storage settings. I want to show you guys how to absolutely squash and clean up your entire disk space. This is something that will create lag, it'll create crash. These are the most important things whenever you're talking about smoothness in your game. The easiest way to do this is obviously delete apps you don't need and stuff, but go to temporary files and clear those out. I did this actually yesterday, so I'm sorry I did clear out some because my download file was too much, and I was actually overwhelming it. So just come here and remove all these files. Now, you're going to want to come up here. You're going to turn this on. You want to go configure storage sets, or run it now. What you're going to want to do is have this set up for every week. And what this is going to do is clear out temporary files and clean out your recycling bin often. Because even if you come up here and delete something like Steam, come up here and delete it, right? It's just going to a recycle bin. So it's not actually getting deleted until you recycle it completely. That's what all this will do. And you want to do the same thing down here, because this is the recycling bin delay. Temporary files that my apps aren't using, delete files in my recycle bin if they have been out there for over 14 days. That's how I have it set up. Now guys, go to search bar and search advanced system settings. Click on it and hit settings. So you could do any of these settings. Adjust for best appearance. Adjust for best performance. Let Windows choose what's best for my computer, etc. But this is going to be things like what shows up. For example, show shadows under mouse pointer, show shadows under window, show thumbnails instead of icons, all these things that you can change. Now, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 on. These are the ones that I like on. There's other things that you could do. Some of them I don't really like. This is all for performance and smoothness. This is great for low-end PCs, and I have a decent computer and I still use it. Now go ahead advanced. This is something we didn't cover last time, and you want to choose how to allocate processor resources. Adjust for best performance of programs, make sure that this is on programs. Some computers default at background services. If you're playing a game, if you're watching a stream, whatever it is, whatever the primary program is, whatever it is open. So if I had CS2 open, for example, it will primary that, and it's going to allocate most of the resources to that. So guys, that was today's video. Hit the like button and make sure to subscribe for support me. Thanks for watching. Peace out.